D'accord. Ah, tu l'as bien eu. C'est quoi? C'est génial.
Today I want to talk about the micro FOGGER2. And this item is actually really... Sorry. This is the micro FOGGER2, guys. So in my search for a portable fog machine, I stumbled upon the micro FOGGER2. And I fell in love with it right away, emailed them, and they actually shipped me one for free in exchange of a review. But as always, I told them that this was going to be an honest review. And let me tell you, for $140, it is well worth it. Now let's talk about the body. It weighs 350 grams for 12 by 4.3 by 4.8 centimeters. And the main body is made of plastic, and it looks like that it is 3D printed. It has 4 adjustable power levels, both for fan speed and smoke density. It has a micro USB Type B, and I definitely think that it should be USB-C. It runs at 55 decibels, which is not super loud, but definitely not quiet. And the remote control can trigger up to 25 meters. The micro fogger will work at full power for 20 minutes, then it will take 6 hours to recharge, which to me is its biggest drawback. But the good news is it can be powered while being charged, so you can use an external power bank or plug it directly into a wall outlet. But I'm not sure if you can use it continuously that way. And here are the instruction manual. I definitely recommend reading every single one of them, and the main one is the compartment where you put the liquid, and you should definitely wait 30 minutes for the mesh to soak up all the liquid, otherwise you will burn your mesh and you will have to buy new ones. So wait 30 minutes. It actually comes into this nice little foam case like that, but I did end up putting it into my own little case like that, and everything fits perfectly in here. I'll put the link of this case in the description below. So it comes with a 50mm liquid fog, it comes with the cable, and with an extra mesh in case you burn yours, which actually did happen with mine because my friend received it and they tried it out without putting any liquid in it. Super smart. So I had to replace mine and it worked perfectly after that. I also ordered this rake system where it just blows the smoke into a little thin mesh, and you can add a little extension tube here to put some tubing, and that's really handy if you want to sneak in some smoke from somewhere, and you can just use the remote and control it from far away. Super, super, super handy. I'd recommend getting the remote control because, well, it's $30. It seems like a lot, but it really is handy. I think it's $20 or $30. So if you just want to get this without any extra stuff, it costs $160. It seems like a lot of money, but it really isn't, because this is super, super handy. So this will be perfect for interior use, small rooms, or even when you're doing macro shots or pack shots of tiny objects and you need to be able to control the intensity of the smoke. Because if you have a big smoke machine, all you can do is hit play and stop and it will just blast tons and tons of smoke. This you can really control. You can have a tiny, tiny flow of smoke if you need to, and that alone is quite amazing. If you're working on jewelries or stuff like that that doesn't need a huge amount of smoke, this will be perfect. This probably would not work outdoors as much as indoors, obviously because of the volume of the smoke that it can extract, but still quite a lot of smoke. Let me just put it to the max. This is the max, and you can lower the intensity. The quality of the fog is actually quite amazing. I played around with it during the day yesterday, and a friend of mine came visit me about 4 or 5 hours afterwards, and he could still see the smoke. He asked me like, what's going on here? I can still see, yeah, the thickness of the fog, which is actually really, really nice. D would be the lowest possible. So on the remote you have 4 buttons, A, B, C, and D. The D is the lowest output, then you have the C, the middle, B is the max output, and A will remember what function you have set on the microfogger itself, so it will trigger that strength. So if you have it on max on the microfogger, it will spit out the max output. And if you have it on medium, it will spit out the medium, etc. What would I like to see in the microfogger 3? First of all, the buttons, I really wish it was just simpler and you can know the status of how strong or how low the microfogger is going to shoot out smoke. You have a little status here, but yeah, I never know if I'm at the strongest or the lowest. And as for the design, I wish that was a bit rounder, because if you're going to hold this for a long time, it really digs into your skin because it's not as round. So I wish it was rounder.
It's rounder.
I would also love to be able to replace the battery once it's dead. Right now I don't think you can take the microfogger apart. It seems like it's glued. I will ask just to make sure, because every single battery will eventually die one day and you want to be able to replace that easily. I would love to see USB-C. Obviously this is the new norm, and I would love to have an hour of battery life. This would be great. And I would love to be able to choose between a bigger version as well, with more smoke output, a bigger tank for the smoke, and a better battery life, obviously. And I feel like the version 1 of the microfogger was actually more advanced, if I can say. It seems more premium, and it had an LCD with some instructions on it, which the microfogger 2 doesn't have. The decision was obviously made in order to save money, but I would love to have an LCD with the power output and the battery life. But all in all, it's an amazing product. I'm really happy that I got this, and promise you that if they didn't send it to me for free, I would have bought it, hands down. Yeah, I can only recommend this. The only handheld device that I found was a tiny cubic one that was super tiny, pretty cool, but it was $250. So yes, this one is quite awesome. There's another brand out there called Seabreeze that also makes portable ones that are much bigger and also $1,200. Then I found the Look Tiny S, which will set you back 850 euros or dollars depending on where you are. And if you want an external battery, you have to add another $100. And you have the Ultra Handy Fogger, which costs $1,275. But these machines are much bigger, obviously, than the microfogger 2. And that's it for this review, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching until the end. And if you did enjoy this video, please consider subscribing to my channel. It really helps. And hit the like button if you did enjoy this video. If you did not, let me know in the comments below why you didn't. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Alright, so I've got the microfogger inside the Christmas tree. My mom's upstairs. When she comes back, I'm going to tell her that I have to go upstairs to check on a present, on the confusion with the presents with the dad. And we'll see how she reacts. Obviously she's gonna scream, Bernard, Bernard! And yeah, I've got 2 cameras over there, so thank you microfogger for sending me that. And now we wait. So when she came back and we went upstairs, she decided to play the pinball machine, which was perfect because she was positioned right in front of the Christmas tree. So I thought, because it took her about 4 minutes to realize that it was smoking. So I had to fast forward the footage. And I had to fast forward this footage by 8 times because that's how long it took her to realize that the whole house was on fire, or at least smoking. And as you can see, I don't know how she did not notice it right away. There was smoke all over the house, and this is a pretty big house, so I'm very impressed by the microfogger actually.
Chose qui crame là, c'est ici.
And at this point with my dad, we wanted to know what you would do in order to handle the situation, and we were trying to recompose ourselves before getting back down, but it was really hard because, I mean, it took her 4 minutes to realize that the house was on fire.
Ça vient du sapin.
But we eventually came back down because, I mean, the joke was over now.
Bah, il y a plein de trucs qui viennent du sapin là. Ça vient du sapin.